just me this morning. After saying that we don't do a big shop anymore, I've done a big shop because I've got quite a lot of recipes that I want to try to do this week if I'm feeling up to it. And we didn't have a lot of ingredients, so I popped up the road to the new Lidl's and got almost everything on my list. Before I show you that though, fig gate. In weigh-in, I'd said I really hope the figs are on the list, and a lot of you were like, well, figs are free. In my head, I was thinking cooked figs. You're all right, yeah, it's a healthy extra already, but it hadn't gone into my subconscious, and I'm sorry if I have confused anybody, but you know, it's not something I have often, so I should have double checked. Anyway, let's have a look. Now, I've been trying to drink more because the weeks when I drink more juice, squash, water are the weeks when I do okay on the scales, but we're running out of squash. So, sugar-free orange squash, and this is Lidl's version of Vimto. I've not tried it, I hope it's like Vimto. Mixed dough. Looks the same, doesn't it? No added sugar, so I've got those. This is unusual for us. Brown ale, that's going in dinner in the slow cooker. Well, not all of it, but I don't know what we're going to do with the rest of it. Corn flour, also to go in dinner. I will put any sins up on the screen. And that's bag number 1. Right then, small bags, manageable bags. Thyme. I think 2 of the recipes require thyme. I got strawberries because we haven't had breakfast yet, and they were reduced because, you know, can't resist a reduction. So these were reduced from £2.49 to £1.24, and we will be having these very shortly for breakfast. Mushrooms, this is for the meal that I'm making today. They said porcini, they didn't have any, but I've got 2 different kinds because I think that's the point, isn't it? So I got chestnut and baby button. We'll keep them out because they'll be for now. Kale. There was so much kale growing on our neighbour's plot at the allotment that I could have had, but it's not there now. It's the end of season, so I've had to buy some. Bananas because we don't have any, and that's the end of that bag. Right, cauliflower. One of the recipes requires a cauliflower. It's dropping its leaves. This is speed. I should be saying what speed. I think everything so far that's been fruit or veg has been speed, apart from bananas, which are free. Onions. Now I needed 1 kilogram of onions for one recipe. That's 1 kilogram. But I also need onions in another recipe, and I picked up loads a little while ago, and they were reduced down to 25p, and we have used them all. That's how much we use onions. So I've got 2 bags, they are speed. Soy sauce, it is required in one of the recipes, but I've completely run out, and I do like it on leftover rice, for example, so I've got light and dark. Treats for the cats, of course. Heidi loves these. Normally I get the wee box ones. I'm not sure she'll like these ones, but I've got one of each flavour. They're the yoghurty, squeezy packet ones. And she's run out, so I've got her those. Potatoes, because we've only got new potatoes left. And that is the end of that bag. Right, next bag. So the potatoes are free food. Watermelon, because I've been getting back into watermelon again. That is a speed food, running out of space here. Peppers, a lot of the recipes are requiring peppers. The bigger pack, like the own brand pack, that was cheaper, it had green peppers in, which Kath can't have, so I've had to opt for the mixed peppers without the green. Butternut squash, I do have a little bit left over in the fridge, and we have a massive one on the plot. But yeah, I got this one, the massive one on the plot. I'm trying to think of ideas, maybe half of it for chips and find a recipe for the other half. But if you have any ideas for a rather humongous butternut squash, which is speed, let me know. I was looking for satsumas, but they didn't have any, so the easy peelers, I used to buy these for work when I was working at the hospital, and I do know these are lovely. They are speed. And I thought this was a little gem, but it's actually a mini Cosberg, which I've not heard of before. Lettuce. They wanted me to find a cos lettuce, but this was all they had that had cos in it, so hopefully that'll be alright for the recipe. But it does look like a little gem, doesn't it? And it is a speed food. And that's the end of that bag. Now then, this is the biggest shop I've done in a very long time, and it is a shame that Kath's not here. Unsweetened soya milk, 400 mils of a healthy extra A. Morrison's are not doing their own brand one anymore, so it's Asda, Lidl and Aldi, I think, where you can get them for, well, this one was 59p. Can't remember Asda, it used to be 50p, so it's gone up. But still, 59p is alright for a carton of milk that's going to last a day and a half. Ooh, there's 3 of them. Things are falling out. Chopped tomatoes, 2 of those. I was looking for borlotti beans, but they didn't have any, but we have tins of other beans, so I'll use a tin of other beans, I don't know which ones yet, in place of borlotti for the recipe that they're required. Chopped tomatoes are speed. Tomato puree and passata. I didn't know if we had passata or not because I didn't actually check, so I thought I'll just get one in case we already have one. And that's the end of that bag. Toilet rolls. Now, we don't see these often in our hauls because I normally buy them off the TikTok shop because it's so much cheaper, and you can buy in bulk. But I forgot to place an order, and I think if I place an order today, we'll have run out before that even turns up. So I've got Lidl's one instead. Supreme soft, apparently. Right, I just paused there to put a few bits away because it's getting a bit crowded in front of me. I've got some grapes. These are free. Yes, they're open because I can't resist opening them once I bought them. They are lovely. The Lidl's ones, I think. Lidl's and Asda grapes, red grapes, they are probably the nicest. Right, we are now into the cool bag. So this is the meat. This is everything I've bought is for meals for an entire week for Kath and I, with probably enough left over to freeze portions for the future. So it's going to look like a lot. Definitely it felt like a lot. Unsmoked back bacon. Streaky bacon. That's for viewer's choice. And then bacon medallions, which are 75% less fat. See, bacon is free as long as you cut the fat off. So the streaky bacon I'd probably need to look the sins up on, but the rest you can cut the fat off. Bacon medallions, they've only got a tiny bit left anyway. And smoky bacon, so pretty much one of all the bacons. Never done that, never bought that before, all in one go. Lean diced beef. That is for today's dinner, I think. We've got pork fillet. Lean diced beef will be free. It's lean. Cut the fat off. Again, pork fillet. Cut the fat off. There's a bit there, and that will be free. And then I think 3 of the recipes require mince beef, which is free as long as it's 5% fat or under. And I do have a small pack in the freezer. And then I had to buy 2 big packs, and then that makes up the weight required for the recipes that require the beef mince. So that's a lot of mince, but it's for many dinners. Right, 50% less fat mature cheddar. This is going to be a healthy extra A. I think it's 40 grams you can have. I will double check and I will put it up on the screen. I've got pre-grated because I'm lazy. It's just easier. And lastly, fat-free natural yogurt, which is free on the plan. That for me was a huge shop, and now I have to try and find a way to put it away. I was going to say to Kath, how much do you think I spent? But she's not here, so I shall let you know. That cost £80.05. £80 for a week's worth of meals plus probably a freezer drawer of leftovers for the future, and fruit and toilet rolls and a treat for you, Charlie. He's here. Not too bad, I don't think. Here is Charlie. Yoko, say hello. I'm going to go now and I'm going to give Charlie the treat that he's shouting for because he's seen them, see? Haven't you? Yeah. Many thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you on the next one.